What's going on, dudes and dudettes? So yeah, I didn't update the USC women's first victory over the weekend, but they did get that victory against UNC Greensboro, 71-25. So of course they advanced to the second round. I believe during that game, Juju Watkins was moving up the scoring leaders at USC on the women's side. So she's now 6th overall, which is pretty cool. And then she joined some elite company, being the second player in women's college basketball history to reach 1,700 points within her first 2 seasons. So yeah, that's pretty awesome that she was able to get 1706 as of the game before, so in the first round. So congrats to them. But then they did have a big game this last Monday night against Mississippi State, and they got that victory 96-59. Kiki Iriafen threw in 36 points, and they were able to advance to the Sweet 16. But yes, sadly, Juju went down in that first quarter, and she wasn't looking really good. It was just some bad stuff to see, some of those pictures as you're looking at. But then pretty much the next day, today on Tuesday, they pretty much said that she has sustained a season-ending injury, which I believe was a torn ACL in that right leg. And obviously is going to have surgery very quickly, and then hopefully we'll be able to try to rehabilitate as soon as possible, because that's like an 8 to 12 month type of rehabilitation for most normal people. Yes, some athletes do end up coming back pretty early. I think the earliest might have been like 6 months, but I forget if that was football or basketball. But yeah, it was just tough to see, but definitely very glad that the women of Troy did step up and still almost scored 100 points against a pretty solid SEC team that was kind of trying to punk them and trying to do all this stuff. Yes, that foul on Juju was not malicious or anything like that, but of course the fans were like booing whoever they thought it was every time they got the ball. And I think another USC player ended up going down on the floor and hitting her head, and they were getting all upset at that player too on Mississippi State. So at least the crowd were behind the ladies, and they're able to get this big time victory. And I think they play against Kansas State, which is going to be a tough team. And that's going to be, it was almost about to be Kentucky, which would have been a better matchup in my opinion. But yeah, this is going to be a pretty interesting team that took down a tough Kentucky team. So we'll see how it goes. And I know we're not going to have Juju, but hopefully Kiki can step up as, you know, the top All-American that she is in the country, just like how she did this last game. And the freshman stepped up too. Every Howe had another, I think she tied a career high with 18 points also. And Kaylee Heckle, number 9, stepped up too. So everybody has to step up, move on to the next, and see how far we could go. But yes, all we can do right now is fight on.